Welcome to Introverse.
There's really a lot of raunchy comedy, good comedy.
If you're looking for it, and look,
You don't even have to look at it hard, man.
no,
Like, dude, the Tom Brady roast, that was not woke at all.
no,
Did you watch that?
I did not. I don't have Netflix.
Yeah. Like, I think it's swinging back.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I feel like there was always those polar opposites.
Yeah.
Back when I was a kid, I felt like it was the Christians and the more right wing folks who were trying.
Yeah,
to
right?
suppress-
Now it's the opposite.
and now it's the opposite. It's the
Yeah.
left wing folks trying to
Yeah.
suppress
Yeah.
everybody
You
and get them.
You
to,
can't say that.
Yes, it's like
Like,
how can you just say all of a sudden on social media or wherever,
yeah.
okay, this word you can't say this word anymore.
You can't say that word.
This word that's in the
Yeah.
dictionary and has been for however long, you just can't say it.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to give any examples. We
No,
all
you
know
don't
the
have to.
words.
Everyone knows.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's just insane to me, man. Like it's the
Yeah.
policing of speech that really ticks me off. And that's what's cool about
The policing of the freedom of speech.
Yes, exactly. Because
Man,
that's
you think
the whole
about
thing.
comedy, like if they're attacking one person or one people group, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Right.
It's never like that. Well, I'm sure there's cases, but it's usually a shotgun blast to everyone.
No, it
And
is. It's
that's
like,
what's funny about it.
because it could be somebody who's on their side even
Yeah,
and an ally, and they'll be like, wait, you can't say that word anymore. Cheddar
you can't
cheese.
make fun of Dustin anymore, Brent.
Can't say it anymore. Well,
It's like we've all turned into kindergartners, and we're run by the kindergartner teacher, and she's just standing over everyone. You can't say that. You can't call him that.
Brent,
It's going to hurt his feelings.
You need to behave yourself, Brent.
Yeah. I really wish we could say midget.
Was that one of your favorites?
Yeah.
You were trying to write some rhymes and you needed something that
little people, I feel, is more derogatory.
Because here's the thing. They had their own word.
Their own word.
They had
I didn't
their
find
own
anything bad. I'm not a midget, so I can't relate. But
I didn't
feel like there was a
saying
negative.
anything
There was no
wrong
negative
about that word.
connotation.
Yeah, I don't remember hearing anything like you wouldn't call. Okay, yes, certain people who were height deprived, like myself, but I still don't think anybody ever called me a midget in a derogatory way. Like that wasn't an insult.
No, I little people. I think we could have done better. Or did they choose it? Who chose?
I don't know who chose
the
little people.
correct word. I like dwarf.
Well, dwarf, I think, is a technical term. It's like a scientific term, right?
It's very Lord of the Rings.
It is.
Gimli was my favorite, man.
Elf, also.
You're not racist if you love them. I loved Gimli and his dwarves.
Yeah. Oh, no, he was
not a race.
He's one of my favorite characters. No, it is not a race. It is a...
But dwarf is a race in Lord of the Rings.
It is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And they do happen to be height deprived. But we're going to rock and roll.
Rock and roll, baby.
Regardless.
3 weeks in a row. This is our third.
Yeah. I
feel like I work in the oil field. I'm on a hitch. This is my last day on the hitch. Get to go home and see the wife and the kids for 2 weeks.
Yeah. Man, did you ever work in the oil field?
Hell no. I was scared to death.
I didn't
was
think
a
so.
big pussy.
Dude.
Like, those are men. That's men that worked offshore, dude. I didn't fall under that group.
Well, here's the thing.
I'm an accountant.
My brother worked offshore for many years.
Yeah.
And when people see us, they look at our faces and they're like, oh, yeah, I can see that you're brothers. But when they look at our bodies, we have two totally different builds, because he's got all this manual labor muscle that he's built up, and
his hands are like a gorilla's.
Exactly. And I just never. He's tatted up. He's got tattoos all over. Not that that's an oil field thing, but I do think
No, but
if you're on a rig, you probably have a tattoo. I would make a generalization.
Those rigs are really nice now, from what I hear.
They are, yeah. It's like
I haven't been on one, but from what I hear, there's like
a floating condo,
huge exercise rooms, like a big weight room, and movie theaters, and
right. Well, I don't know about the movie theaters, but
yeah, dude.
They don't have just like a big screen TV and a.
Well, that's probably what it is with some chairs,
right?
It's not like
just like in
AMC,
prison. It's just like in prison. There's a TV. Yeah. They wheel it out.
I don't think they have stadium seating.
No,
like we talked about.
Do they serve popcorn, candy? I don't know.
Probably.
I'm sure
they have chefs and everything.
I do recall this. My brother used to fish off of the rig.
Yeah. With everyone rope. I knew. Yeah, would fish off which is crazy because they're really high.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need a long rope.
Like when you're pulling that thing up, you're just hoping it doesn't fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never done that. I did work in the oil field.
I thought so. Cameron, right?
As a project planner, master planner, and then that's when I got into accounting.
Master planner.
Yeah. Out in Berwick, Louisiana.
Yeah,
I couldn't find an accountant.
Wow, Berwick is quite the place, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You drive through that area, it's just.
But that was good learning experience working there. No complaints.
Right.
Not now. I had complaints then, but looking back, you're like, yeah, that made me a better person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think I could have done it. It's my brother now has moved up and he's in management and he has an office job and he doesn't have to go on rigs anymore.
That's good.
Yeah, no, some of his training to just to work on a rig, like he had specialty training where it's like, okay, this you have to know how to get out of a crashed helicopter. Like if it crashes in the water and they threw him in the water, dude, in a cockpit. And like, okay, get out. Figure out how you're gonna get out.
Yeah, that's
crazy. I don't
serious. When I was in Berwick working for Cameron when they had the BP Horizon incident, and that was our BOP that blew up.
Oh yeah, that's right, deep water.
And so we were the ones that created the fix for it. Which those guys working on that, the whole team, not me. Just
I thought it was Kevin Costner that fixed all of it.
In accounting, no, not at all. Not a single person there looked like Kevin Costner.
No, but he did come up with some sort of machine that sucks some oil. I don't know. He was in the news briefly after Deepwater Horizon about there's something that he was doing to help the Gulf. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, like actually?
Yes, I'm not kidding.
No. Okay, whatever. I don't know. I can't fact check that right now. But yeah, I did some of the accounting on that whole thing.
Wow.
That lasted until I left that place because there was just all these investigations and we need to know the cost. And when when you have an emergency of that scale, you're not tracking the cost.
Right.
You're not putting the parts into work orders and it's like A-team mode for like a week straight, however long it was. It was 3 or 4 days, 5 days, something.
It's crazy.
And they were just pulling parts off of everything, and it was crazy. I got a copy of like one of they couldn't even do engineering drawings. It was just all handwritten drawings. They weren't like going into I forget the program to draw. But
AutoCAD
or nothing like that. Like I've got a handwritten drawing of one of the first ideas where they were just going to take a bunch of shit and shoot it into the well.
Wow.
And I need to find that picture.
I wonder, did you see the movie?
Yeah,
the Marky Mark. I was just curious how accurate it was because
I don't know. They never asked me for my input.
Okay,
they didn't really go into the accounting side of things.
Side of it,
Yeah.
We cut back to the guy behind the computer, like looking at the drawings, like trying to figure out.
But I have a photocopy of it because somehow it ended up on my desk. And I was like, I'm taking this. And it was hand drawn, and in parentheses, it's like labeled shit shot. Like, this is what they call it. This is the shit shot. This is what we're going to do.
We're just going to
we're just going to pump a bunch of shit into it, and it didn't work. And then they came up with a capping stack where they just put something on top of it. And
look at that. Check that out.
Yeah.
Put a big rock over it, and it Everything's fine. It is nearly New Year's, 2025.
This is our New Year's episode.
This is our New Year's spectacular. Pulling out all the stops.
I've been listening to Kill Tony a lot lately.
Oh, yeah. It's good stuff, huh?
It's good because I like stand-up comedy. And
it's good because, it's... you get to see a lot of newbies.
You get newbies, and you realize this is not that easy. This is actually difficult.
Exactly.
And these people get up there, and it's like, even the good ones, where he's like, you did really good. I'm like, that wasn't that good. Like, I'm thinking, oh, that's mediocre. Like, but...
You're grading on a curve here.
Yeah, he's grading on a curve. Yeah, I understand.
Well, I feel like he has to do that because you do have people who get up who have never done it before. And then you have people who get up who have been doing it for 10 years. And
20 years, dude. And still suck.
Still aren't good.
Like, bad. I listen to guys that are 20 years, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
And then, of course, they make fun of them because of it. Which,
right.
So
but
that's
I
how
feel like...
It's a genius show, really.
It's
a genius show. Because...
Well, now he's taking it to arenas. They did the huge show in Madison Square Garden, but they're on an arena tour now, I think, doing all over the country.
Yeah.
But no, it's a great idea for a show. I don't listen to it as much, but Tony...
No, I just been on kind of a little kick. You know.
Yeah.
There's only so much of it I can take.
Exactly. I feel like if you were there live, it would be a completely different experience. And
with some alcohol in your system, and you can see them, and
absolutely.
Which I don't even know if they have video or not, but I'm driving. I can't.
I
don't even watch our video.
No, you don't. All the effort and time I spend editing the B-roll, and I'm like, hey, did you check out the episode? Yeah, wasn't that great?
Did you watch it though? Oh no, I didn't realize.
Oh, we have video. But yeah, man, 2025, it's crazy how quickly 2024 went by. I feel like I just had my birthday's in January, and I feel like I just had a birthday.
Crazy how fast they're all going by now, just flipping by. We're almost 50, dude.
Oh, dude.
I think about that. That's on my mind a lot.
I was
with the New Year's, a new year, and all right, now we're creeping closer to 50. 50.
40. I'm going to be 47 in less than 2 months, and that is...
Yeah. I'll be 47 in 9 months.
Well, you still got a ways to go, and then once I'm 47, then I'm only 3 years away from 50.
Well, you're only a year from 48.
Yeah.
That's
a good point.
I don't know all these people out there that are like 60 right now, and they're like these little assholes.
You son of a bitch, I'm 84. And, Harrison Ford.
But I don't
really
feel
upset.
old. I still feel like a 20-year-old, but with much more knowledge.
And this is my theory. I think, and I've talked about this on this podcast before, but I think it doesn't matter how old you are, you always are going to feel 21 in your brain.
Yeah.
Because that's how I feel right now. I feel like I'm like I felt when I was 21.
That's when your brain, in your 20s.
Yes.
That's when your brain matured.
It fully matures. 25, I think they said, is it stops developing or something like that.
Yeah.
I think, so maybe by 25. I still feel 25. Let's go there.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
In my brain. Now, when I'm walking up the stairs at work with my backpack and my camera and my lunch.
Yeah.
By the third flight, I'm like, okay, I'm not 25,
Right.
But just because it's like, okay, I do it every day, and it's like, but it's like, I was way easier when I was 25. Like I could.
I don't know why I've been like super defensive too.
About your age?
Against young people. That make old people comments, because now I'm falling into that bracket.
Right.
Which is crazy.
Right.
To say I'm an old person. Which we're not old, dude.
No, we're middle-aged.
But for a 20-year-old, we're old as fuck.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking in my head, you little piece of shit. Like,
well, what I think now,
chew you up and spit you out.
What I think now is of myself when I was in my 20s, and I say I was a little piece of shit because I thought I won't say badly, but there were many times where I didn't want to respect my elder. The people who were older than me. You just look down on them. You're like, okay, you don't know, man.
You knew everything too. Exactly. I don't know about you. I knew everything when I was
20.
I knew everything. No, you don't do it like that. You do it like this, you idiot. You old fart.
And at 46, I realize I know nothing.
Yeah. At 46, we know nothing.
That's what I'm saying. It's the opposite. When you're young, you feel like you know everything. But I do feel like that gives the older folks a little bit of a right to push back against the young.
Oh, I push back
against. You know what I'm saying? Like, you coming out with these wacky concepts and ideas, and like, I think we should be able to steal.
They're not battle tested.
I think we should be able to steal under $900 worth of things in stores. I think that should be a thing. What the fuck is that? That's actually a law. Yeah, it's a thing.
That's a law? That's got to be in California.
In California, as long as you take under $900 worth of merchandise, it's totally fine. You will not be prosecuted.
In what time period?
I don't know.
Over a year? Each day?
I don't know. I don't know what the parameters are. I've just heard this repeated many times. It's happened in this area too, where, certain stores have been rushed and robbed. They run out. And supposedly they bring in a garbage bag, and whatever they can fit in a garbage bag, that's like $900. I don't know.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I can understand a business saying we're not going to prosecute.
Yeah.
For under
no, supposedly this is a law. Like, this is a law in California.
Well, business speaking, I can understand like an unwritten policy, that says, hey, if it's under $500. Maybe call the police, scare them. We're not going to prosecute.
But $1,000,
you got to hire a lawyer. That's thousands of dollars.
That's a lot of shit, dude. Like, and I mean, if the store would have made $1,000, that's $1,000 they're not making. So they're going out of business if that happens 3 or 4 times.
Because everyone's doing it. You should have 20,000 people show up and do it. No, this is mine. It's under 1,000. I'm just going to take it now. Get all my groceries.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't spend anywhere close. It's just me.
Yeah.
But like a family of 5.
Right. Oh, they're spending a lot on groceries.
No, this is under 1,000. We can go scan it. Let's go scan it. And then put it in the bags for me, but I'm not going to pay for it. That way it's under $900. All right, thank you. Can you help me walk into my car? Don't touch me. You can't touch me.
Is there a bag boy nearby?
That's everywhere.
I'd like
even
if
they're stealing, you can't touch them.
Oh, no. Touch me and I'll sue.
Touch me, I'll sue.
Sue me for what? I'm sorry. We talk about Rocky 5 way too often.
We talk about Rocky a lot. It's the best quotes.
It's the best part of Rocky 5. No, like.
Yeah.
Touch me and I'll sue. Come on, pug. Touch me and I'll sue.
Sue me for what?
Don King, like they totally like all out tried to make him Don King.
Yes, absolutely. He's a Don King lookalike clone.
Yeah. What you think about Mike Tyson and Jake Paul? That's how
heard about it.
You heard about it. Okay.
Well, here's the thing. They were going to do it, and then Tyson had a health examination or something, and they discovered that he had some issues, and so they were like, you can't fight. And the last I heard is that his health issues have been cleared.
Oh, hold up. We're doing New Year's right now. This will be in the past. So what did you think about that fight?
Well, Tyson just beat the shit out of Jake Paul. I mean, man, that 2 hits and he was down.
I think it's going to be an exhibition thing.
Down goes Paul. Down goes Paul.
Right. He fought someone 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and you could tell it was just an exhibition.
Yeah. Who's the last guy Tyson fought?
Roy Jones Jr.
That's what it was. Roy Jones Jr. Yeah.
It was. You could tell it wasn't like. But he was still. They were taking some swings, but
they were. But it was clearly an exhibition fight. Yeah. They weren't trying to kill each other. No. But I don't know, man. Mike is. I still feel like if you got hit
He's dangerous, dude. He's dangerous.
Even if you got hit by his fist at half speed, like, just like it's half of his normal velocity, I still feel like it would hurt.
Dude, he's a killer.
Yeah.
Like straight up killer. It's his mentality and
absolutely.
I love his interviews, and he talks about that. He studies war and, all these things, and he's just a freaking war machine, and
absolutely
how he reels it all back in and stays.
Yeah, well, he had kind of gone. He went. I don't want to say soft, but he had pulled back from fighting. He started raising pigeons, and he, bought a tiger. He gained a bunch of
weight. I think he got married or something. Or
he was hanging out with those hangover guys, and mellowed out a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Smoking a little weed.
Yeah, I think he's got his own line, doesn't he?
Well, he has his own podcast, right? Does he still do his podcast?
He has a podcast, really?
Yeah, Mike Tyson's got a podcast.
Oh God, I would love listening to that.
I'm almost positive, because Joe
I'm
Rogan.
so fascinated by Mike Tyson.
Joe Rogan, I want to say, was a guest on Mike Tyson's podcast back in the. Let me see if he's still.
I've always been fascinated by him. This isn't just a new thing because of Jake Paul.
Hot boxing with Mike Tyson.
Okay, I'm definitely going to listen to that.
I don't know if he still does episodes, but yeah, definitely a thing. The baddest man on the planet pours his soul into conversations with fascinating minds, celebrities, and athletes. All right, so we should probably talk about New Year's since it is the New Year's Spectacular. Get hyped. Get hyped. What is your relationship with New Year's? Like,
I don't care. It's another day.
Dude,
I know it's not exciting, and I'm supposed to be all like, yeah, I do this and that. I could go to sleep at 10 o'clock.
Dude, I'm exactly the same. It's my least favorite holiday because I'm like, why is it even a holiday? Like,
no.
What are we celebrating, actually? That the sun set and then it came up the next day? Like,
I can't steal this joke. I heard it this week, and maybe it was on Kill Tony. I don't know, but it was every day is New Year's.
Yes,
because this is the first day
of the rest of your life.
Today's October 24th. This is the first October 24th since last year.
Yes,
it's been exactly a year, Dustin.
Isn't that special?
I get it. I don't know.
I just feel like it's overhyped, and that is why. Because they say this is the most amount of suicides. Everyone falls into a deep depression around this time of year, the holidays.
Oh yeah, you got Christmas,
New Year's.
New Year's.
And the reason is because everybody hypes it up so much and treats it like, oh, you got to make some resolutions, and you got to have an amazing fireworks display, and you got to have goals and plans, and you got to hit the gym.
Do something.
Damn it.
You got to go out. You got to.
Your life sucks. What have you accomplished? The year's over. Like,
yeah, that's right. It's all about how you suck. How are you going to do better
next year?
You know what would be better? If it'd be New Year's and be like, not celebrate New Year's, but celebrate December 31st and say, look at everything I'm thankful for in the past year.
Yeah, well, that's what Thanksgiving's for.
God damn it, Robi. Yeah, you're right.
And that's the month before New Year's. So you're thankful, and then you buy everybody a bunch of gifts.
Yeah.
And then you just get mad drunk and watch a bunch of fireworks.
And they're pretty freaking impressive.
Well, here's the thing.
I watched them on TV like last year.
Okay,
that's how sad.
But did you, when you were a kid, did your dad go and get fireworks? And you guys,
we did.
Okay.
We did.
So you have a relationship with them.
Families, yeah. Like that was the thing for between Christmas and New Year's, the whole December and New Year's.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I remember we would go to our cousins and they always had fireworks, and we would, it was fun.
See, my dad never. Okay, maybe 2 or 3 times in my whole lifetime of living with my parents did we actually have fireworks for New Year's. Now, what we would do is we would drive around and watch other people's fireworks.
Yeah, yeah.
And we'd watch Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
But I was always just like, eh.
I never watched his, but I watched, what's the new guy that does it?
Carson Daly?
No. It doesn't matter.
Ryan Seacrest?
Ryan Seacrest. And I was not impressed.
No.
I'm like, this is dumb.
It is. They just stand around.
Y'all all go stand in New York, whatever, downtown New York, and wait. And it's not even like Mardi Gras. Like, I hate Mardi Gras, but at least they're partying.
But here's the thing. Is
it because we're introverts?
Because New Year's is
I hate it.
it's a gathering time where like everybody in the city you're in gathers to this one location where they're either going to drop a ball or they're going to light a fire or they're going to do some shit.
It's a big gathering.
And it's just everybody and their mama just
where are we gonna go? We're going
like,
out.
dude, when I see the footage from Times Square, it's like claustrophobic to me. Like I imagine being in that crowd, and I'm like, Jesus. Like
you know what I think? Yeah, I think all of that, and then I think, okay, 12:01. Now what, motherfuckers? We're stuck here. I can't just go home. Then throw like my introvert.
Where the fuck did you park? Where did you park?
Where am I gonna go take a shit? That ain't gonna happen. Where did you? Where did you park?
If you're in the middle,
I make it back to my car and shit in my car. I don't even remember where it's at.
If you're in the middle of that crowd and you need to take a shit or anything, number one, number two, vomit, whatever, because you've had 7 tequilas.
People are doing it. That many people.
Oh, they're just shitting on themselves. They gotta be, because there's
a percentage of people shitting themselves.
They have to be, because you just look around, throngs of people. Like, okay, it's going to take me at least 20 minutes to get to that porta potty. I see,
and it's going to be packed full of people.
Yes,
packed. You can't go in the bars. You got to pay the cover charge to get in, because we know everyone wants to come use our toilets.
No bathroom,
because y'all are all about to shit yourself. We don't want you all just coming blasting up our toilet. So pay the cover charge.
That's crazy. That's what I think about when I see the crowds. Most people are like joyous and they're like, oh, look how much fun they're having. And I'm like, that just looks like a nightmare to me.
It's miserable. People touching me. Mm-hmm. Like not on purpose, but like
strangers.
You're shouldering up to people. And,
stranger danger. Yeah.
Ugh.
It's just like concerts. I love going to live concerts, but the crowd, like if it's super crowded, it's the same thing. I can't.
I don't like that. Yeah, no.
I don't like it. So fireworks don't do it for me. You know what? The last time I
do like watching the fireworks.
The last time I was impressed with fireworks was at Universal Studios in Florida. Mm-hmm. Actually, we went visit you. In Tampa, and then we went to Universal Studios. Had a great time there, much better time than at Disney World, by the way. Mm-hmm. And fast passes, man, just the greatest. Just bypass the line. It's
Universal's got a new theme park.
It's money, but man, they had the coolest fireworks display set to movie music.
Oh, that's cool.
Like Back to the Future, and like it was just amazing. Like I was like, the whole sky was lit up with it, and it was, the music was swelling and the fireworks were going, and it was like, I was like, this is freaking fireworks. Like I enjoyed that. So
you know what I get like that little kid feeling for now is watching the drone shows. Those are insane, dude.
Have you seen some live?
No,
I haven't seen any live.
They're like China. They're huge in China.
Right.
They only cost like a half a penny a piece to make, but they're insane. Like they put up a screen, like a movie screen made with the drones, and there's a movie playing.
That's crazy.
Through the drones. It's
crazy. Yeah. No, it's insane. And the fact that it's all programmed and they
just press play and do their thing. Come back down, park, go charge. Wait for tomorrow.
Yeah, but is it more impressive than fireworks? Because I've seen the videos of both. Yeah,
it is. There's like dragons flying through the sky, and
right.
Not that fireworks aren't impressive,
right? You're able to do what Gandalf did with fireworks in the Lord of the Rings, but with the drones, right?
Yeah. But I mean, I've watched, like last year, I watched like every country, like whenever it would hit midnight in their country and their celebration.
Right.
And man, like Dubai, oh God, because they got all that money, dude. They got some nice fireworks.
And they got that Wiz Khalifa.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a rapper. I don't remember the name of the building, but there's a tall building, and it's always, whenever they say the name of it, it reminds me of Wiz Khalifa. So
yeah,
I don't even know the actual name.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's the building that Tom Cruise hung off of in Mission Impossible.
That's why you know.
Yeah, but
I remember that because we've had discussions.
Yes, and
look how cool Listen, no, you don't understand, Brent. He's doing all his own stunts. I'm like, oh.
Dude, you got to watch that movie. It's literally, if you have a thing with heights, which I do, that scene in the movie, because I know he's really doing it and he's actually on the edge of the damn building, it gives me anxiety. Like, I'm just like, oh my God.
Let me ask you this. How high, because I never realized we have this in common, fear of heights. How high before your fear of heights kick in? Let's see who wins.
Honestly, it doesn't take much.
If I stand on a chair, I'm uncomfortable.
Yep.
You know, I don't like it.
Standing up on, like, just stepping up onto a chair.
Stepping up in a chair,
to, like, change a light bulb.
Yeah, don't like it.
Or climbing up a ladder. Going up isn't as bad. It's always coming down because I'm not.
Now, if I have something to hold on to,
yes,
that's better.
Right.
You know, so like going up a ladder. I don't like ladders. So I don't like the A-frame ladders. I don't know if that's called you know what I'm talking about? Like to open up.
Absolutely.
And you climb them up like that.
Right.
I feel like I can fall at any minute.
Of course, because you could.
You know. But then leaning up a ladder against a house or something, that could just slide down.
Yeah. What's to keep it from doing that?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you're supposed to
do jobs when I was a kid. Working in the church, we had to build scaffolding, dude. You ever been on scaffolding?
Yes, I have. My dad.
That's scary as hell.
Sheetrock, putting up sheetrock.
And you're building it. You're building it as you have to climb it to build it.
Yes.
You know, so you're carrying the pieces up with you, and oh no, and then you get like a good 3 stories high. You know, because I had to change the light bulbs in the church.
Oh my goodness!
Because it's like 3 stories up there. Whole thing's shaking.
No, I can't.
I think I did. I think I
Look,
chickened out.
Here's the thing: when I go, we were just at the Mall of Louisiana last week, and
not to be confused with Mall of America.
No, two totally different malls. A lot of people there. Surprisingly, a car ran into my truck. By the way, scratched the back of my truck in the parking lot. Yeah, when we got back.
Were parked?
We were both parked, and I didn't notice it till I got home that he had scraped the side of my truck.
You were inside, like it happened.
I was in the mall when it happened.
Okay.
When we got out, we drove all the way home, and then I noticed the next day. But no, so we were in Macy's, and we were on the 2nd floor, and we took the escalator down. And I always, same if I'm in an airport, anytime I get to the top of stairs. There's always a brief moment where I imagine myself plummeting, tripping and plummeting down. Maybe we have
escalators.
I don't know. I feel like we have.
I've talked about this to someone recently. I don't think it was you. I do not like escalators.
Yeah.
And it was worse when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course.
But now it's just in the back of my mind because now I'm like, okay, I can make this jump.
I've done this before.
I can time it, but there's the whole timing issue, right?
Yes.
Like, but not just that. It's teeth at the bottom.
Yeah.
Whereas if you don't get off, if your shoelace is untied,
yep,
you're getting shredded. That's what's in my mind. It's sucking you in. Yeah. It's not going to stop. It's going to shred you. And it's going to start with your toes. It's going to be real slow.
Escalator horror stories. They're out there.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Man, there's not a year goes by, not a year, that I don't read about some escalator accident involving some bastard kid that could have been easily avoided had some parent, I don't care which one, but some parent conditioned him to fear and respect that escalator.
I've seen someone just take a shoe and they're like, look, it's real. And they put like a lady's shoe into it. And yeah, like it was paper.
Hot knife through butter. It's like a shredder. Yes, like a shredder.
Yeah. Yeah, like
credit card through a shredder.
Ugh. And then the handrails, how disgusting are those?
Oh my god.
Ugh. So you can't hold on for balance.
I still touch them sometimes.
There's like cum all over it.
Who's coming on an escalator? I mean,
dude, people are coming on it. They're coming in their hands. They're putting their hands on it.
What would they? They're in a department store. Gross. What are they? It's like passing through ladies' lingerie and then
check off, looking at the mannequins. They're changing the mannequins and like, oh, good opportunity. And then they go down the escalator and there's jizz all down the escalator.
My God. Now I'm never going to.
Then you're like, if you do touch it and you slip, your hand slips, then you're shredded at the bottom. It's a death trap.
It is. But yeah, same thing at the airport. I just remember, I forget which airport I was in on my travels around the world. And yeah, man, I just got this like sinking feeling in my stomach. Like when it was a really tall one. And it was like, it's like maybe 2 stories, not just 1 story. It's like a 2-story escalator. You're going from like the 3rd story to the bottom floor. Wow. And I was at the top. And when I went to step on it, I was like, whoa. I took a breath and I was like kind of stepped back. And
because you can look all the way down.
Yes. And you could just see it. And I'm just like, again, I got that brief image of just plummeting down and, breaking my neck. Yeah. It's like,
yeah.
I purposefully every day, when I remember, go up and down 3 flights of stairs at work because
you can stay in shape just in case.
Yes, I could stay in shape
just in case I find some. I'm taking the stairs.
But also,
take the stairs.
I'm facing my fear. I'm facing the fear of the height and
the height and the stairs.
Yeah, the stairs. So, but these are like it's like a split stairwell. So it's like one floor is like
it zigzags.
Yeah, it zigzags. So you don't actually have to go down a full flight, a full story at one time. It's not as bad. I can handle it like 6
I like
steps.
hopping over the handrails to the next level.
Right.
Like I'm in the Matrix or something.
Sue me for what? I just felt like that was something Rocky would do, like hopping over the stairwells. He never did that in training, though. He did run upstairs, but he never jumped over.
Stairs will kick your ass, man. What about the moving conveyor belt? I like that.
That's kind of cool.
In airports.
Yeah.
I like getting on it and walking. And I feel like a superhero. Like, look at you mortals. When you walk, you just gently walking right past someone, you just zoom. I like to pretend like I'm some kind of superhero on those things.
Yeah, that's cool. I have done that. Yeah. I don't know if I thought I was a superhero.
It's a sensation too. That's a good sensation.
It's a good sensation.
You're moving faster than what your body's telling you.
Yes, it is. Your brain is sort of like second guessing itself. Like, wait a minute.
Yeah, it takes a second.
What's happening now? Like,
you're not putting forth this much effort to be going this fast. This must be what it feels like to be athletic.
Yes. To be, I'm trying to think of someone who's fast.
I couldn't either. I was trying to think of like an Olympian or something.
Anybody I thought of was like from like the 80s. I was like, Jesse Owens.
Right, exactly.
No, who was the guy who was the fastest guy for the longest time?
Was it? I don't know.
I keep wanting to say Dikembe Mutombo. That's not him.
God, no, dude.
He's a basketball player, and he was tall, and he was not that fast. Usain Bolt.
Well, he's the new guy.
Yeah, but that's the one I was thinking of. I was trying to think of.
Oh, okay.
Usain Bolt.
Before that.
Yeah, he's been the fastest for a long time, though. I feel like he's been fast for like 20 years.
But I was thinking about like a guy from the 80s.
Oh, okay.
But no, like the evolution in sports,
mm-hmm.
How records keep getting broken.
Yes.
And these people that have these records for such a long time, and then they're broken and broken again and broken again. And I understand like there's
performance enhancing drugs. Yeah.
There's that. Yeah. Sports science is a lot.
Sports science for sure. Diet, healthy diet.
Yeah. Those things.
Better knowledge of exercise and what.
But when's it going to plateau? So there's got to be an evolutionary process in there, right?
There evolutionary, or are we going to start adding android?
Let's not say evolutionary. That's what it is.
Are we going to say we're going to start adding like robotic parts to our bodies, and there will be separate categories?
No. That'll be a different category because those motherfuckers are fast. Do you see those guys on those spring legs?
Yes. Crazy.
You can pull one off and cut your head off with it. It's like a sword.
I don't even think they need to pull it off. They just do a roundhouse kick.
Yeah, they can just kick. That's right. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. I mean, you have 2 weapons on your feet, technically.
Yeah.
Which I guess you already do.
Yeah.
Your feet are deadly weapons.
I say let them have it, man. Go fast. Go faster than everyone. You don't have legs. Be the fastest person ever, by far. Not even by a little bit. You know,
exactly.
You don't have legs. You should be able to do something special.
Yeah.
And be okay with it.
And be in the Olympics.
Just can't call them stumps.
No. No.
Because of the police, the social police.
Yeah, the free speech police. So do you have any New Year's resolutions for 2025?
No, I don't do that.
I've never done that either.
Because you break it.
Immediately.
You know, what I learned is to do that throughout the year.
Yeah.
Throughout your life. This is what I want to do better. Let's do it now.
So you're making
because what happens?
You're making a goal. Then it's not a resolution like, oh, this year I'm going to do this. It's kind of like a life choice.
No, it's a life choice, and it has nothing to do with New Year's.
Yes.
Because when you make a New Year's resolution and you break it, let's say you break it on January 2nd. So now you're going to wait a whole year. Like, well, I broke it. That's it. We'll wait till next year to do something new. Should have picked something easier.
Yeah.
You know, but if you don't make it a resolution, you're gonna break it.
Absolutely.
But then you just get back on the horse.
Yeah.
You know, keep doing better.
But if it's a goal, but if you're saying if you make it a goal, a life choice where it's like, okay, I'm gonna exercise 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Just starting now.
It has nothing to do with the day.
It's nothing to do with New Year's. Yeah, that you're more liable to continue that than if you say, I'm making a New Year's resolution on January 1st that I'm going to work out every day. And then you work out that day, and then January 2nd, like you said, you don't. Yeah. And then you're like, damn it. And you just feel defeated, and you're like, I failed again.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, too. That you feel like a failure.
Yeah, even if you make it to the middle of January or the middle of March even, and then you give up.
Middle of the year.
Yeah.
If you make it to December and then you still failed, you failed.
I feel like if you make it to December, you could say that.
You make it to Christmas and then you ate that pecan pie. You failed.
I ate no pie all year, and God damn
my
it,
New Year's resolution is no more pie. What's your favorite pie?
No, I've never made any New Year's resolutions, and apple is my favorite pie. So it would be difficult for me to make a resolution to never eat apple pie again. Classic. But here's the thing: you gotta have. I like to heat it in the microwave, unless it's fresh pie, and warm out the oven. But I like to heat it in the microwave and put a dollop of.
Well, let's say it's fresh out of the oven.
Fresh out of the oven.
The best version of the pie.
Fresh out of the oven, apple pie with a dollop of vanilla ice cream, a la mode.
Yeah. Yes.
That is
my you like a little caramel on your apple pie?
No. I mean,
just a little drizzle. A drizzle. Not a lot.
I try to avoid sweets as a general rule. My wife has a tendency to come home from the store with an apple pie.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, this motherfucker's going to eat this.
And she knows that I'm going to cave and I'm going to eat it because if it's sitting in the fridge, it's going in my belly. That's how it works.
I started baking like a year or two ago.
Really?
It's like a therapeutic. Yeah, dude. Like, I love watching the Great British Baking Show.
Dude.
It's hilarious.
Okay.
We've never talked about this.
We have not.
It's there's the, British humor.
Uh-huh.
And it's not a comedy at all. But there's things that happen that I find.
He's like, it's more of a tearjerker, actually, but.
No. But, and it's like, oh, I can do that.
Right.
I make a key lime pie. Dude, that is fantastic.
Really?
I was never a key lime pie kind of guy either.
I'm trying to think of what does a key lime pie taste like? Have I had that?
Like lime, motherfucker. Dude,
where does the key come in?
Tastes like lime.
Where does the key come
No, they're not big in Louisiana.
Okay.
They're big in Florida because of
all the
Key
lime.
West. Yeah.
So wait, is that where the key comes from?
Yes.
Key West?
Absolutely. Yes. From the Keys.
Wow.
Key, lime, and there's limes everywhere.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
I just thought that there was something like involving keys in it.
No. So even up here in Tampa, you go to the grocery store, there's key lime pies everywhere. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna make a key lime pie, and had a recipe. Actually, I got a book from the guy from the Great British Baking Show.
Of course you did. You bought his book
and made his. Yeah, I got it for Christmas. It was a gift.
Okay.
And I made his key lime pie. It blew my mind. Yeah, I was impressed.
The pie that you baked. Blew your own mind.
Blew my mind. When I come to for Christmas, I'm gonna make it.
Okay, I'm holding
and you're gonna have
that.
A piece of key lime pie.
The most amazing key lime pie. Wow. Okay, this is so Korean soap operas, key lime pie.
Well, I was married. You pick up a lot of feminine things when you're in a house with a woman.
I will say that I've watched more Hallmark movies since I met Holly.
See, that's exactly.
Since before, but
you suck it up.
But she's not a huge fan of that. Like every once in a while,
she's not a fan of watching movies.
Yeah, every once in a while we'll watch a sappy romantic movie.
You gotta do their thing too.
Yeah, exactly. She watches my
thing we did.
Look, she watches my shit all the time, so I have to watch some of her shit every once in a while.
You gotta suck it up.
Yeah.
It's all part of it. It's enjoy. You do something different.
Exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, and I enjoy it. I enjoy bad movie. If I think it's a bad movie, it's a cheesy movie, whatever.
You enjoy it. You didn't say I enjoy Hallmark. I enjoy bad movies. I can watch bad movies too.
Well, there's a certain
Hallmark.
Yeah, there's a certain joy. There's a certain joy you get over seeing how bad certain things are.
I say Lifetime. Like Hallmark is pretty much all the same.
Yes.
Lifetime, however, was not.
Television for women.
They had some traumatic shit.
Dude, Lifetime is what made me realize that women were into true crime shit.
Yeah, they're into some.
Because 90% of the movies on Lifetime are true crime.
What do you think that is?
I don't know. I mean, I think we've asked Holly this before.
I haven't.
This sounds familiar to me that we've talked about this, but yeah, we talked about it. Why is it popular with women? She thinks it's because they want to know what's possible. Like they want to be prepared. Yes, to protect themselves. Like, oh, I need to be on guard. I need to be checking emails. I need to be checking, but I'm like, but then you'd be paranoid all the time. And
yeah, we could just research that.
Yeah. What kind of life is that?
I feel like
you're just constantly.
Yeah. I don't think we're equipped to answer that question here.
No, we're definitely not. I don't
know. Because it does nothing for me. The true crime podcast does nothing for me.
No. And
have you tried listening to them?
I have. And well, my wife listens to them and I don't. It's kind of. Yeah. I mean, look, I like a good mystery. If it's a mystery story and you're not quite sure, but if it's just like the husband disappeared for 3 weeks and then all of a sudden, he was back in the shower and holding a machete.
What did he do for 3 weeks? Why does he have tan lines now?
Why did he gain 40 pounds of muscle? I don't know.
In 3 weeks. Now that's starting to sound like an interesting story. We should write a true crime podcast episode, but it doesn't have to be a true crime. We can make it up.
Interesting.
And we pretend like it's true.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just refer back to this episode when people call us out.
Yes.
So let's just say this now.
Let's just say it now.
We're going to come out. We'll come out with one.
Yes.
It's not going to be true.
I like this idea.
But when it comes out, we're going to say it's true. It's acting.
We're going to act as if the entire
We're going to act as if it's true.
Everything we're saying is based on research.
We're going to have research
and cite sources. Research. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to create websites that we can refer back to, so you can even go look it up.
The April. This is going to be a huge conspiracy.
Huge conspiracy. It's going to go like 12 episodes.
12 episodes. Yeah. That's a good idea. I don't know about the 12 episodes, but definitely. I do like the idea of doing a fake true crime episode.
Let's do it, dude. I like it.
Yeah, let's totally do that.
Yeah, I see the sparkle in your eye.
Oh yeah.
You actually do like this idea.
Well, I do like this idea. Well, the other idea I thought, and this would be stealing from other podcasts that have done this already. I know you were into role playing games.
Yeah,
and they do have role playing.
Not sexual, but sexual is okay. But
you were right, but not with this podcast. We won't be doing any sexual role playing games.
Yeah.
But yes, doing a role playing game where we play different characters and you know we basically play out a story. I know the Kingcast did this. I don't know if you listened to those episodes.
I didn't get to those
where they did the role playing and they did it in
I would love that.
It was like an 80s I guess Stranger Things type thing. They used the booklet Boys on Bikes or Kids on Bikes as their template. And they basically created their own characters, and it was like a Goonies type like mystery deal. And I listened to the first few episodes, and they did it. It was long, man. Their episodes were like 3 hours, 4 hours long. Because
Greg might be into that too, because he's acting.
He is an actor, so it could be something that
it might be up his alley.
Exactly. You know? So yeah, man, that's another idea that I had that we could potentially play off of that.
You could combine the two. You know,
so it's a
true crime.
So it's a true crime role playing game.
Well, if we do a fake true crime,
but I do feel like
we will be role playing.
You're right. It would be that.
You know,
it would be that.
I like the spontaneity of it too.
You
know, like the improvising.
Yes.
You know, because you gotta be able to improvise.
Absolutely.
You know, you're gonna laugh though. That's gonna be the problem.
Oh, it'll be a comedy.
You know.
I mean, it was hilarious.
You're not going to stay character for an hour. I don't see you staying character for an hour.
Me?
Yeah, you.
What are you talking about? I'm an incredible actor.
No, I'm not saying you're not a good actor. But you're going to lose your shit a couple times.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
But everyone will, I think. Because it's just, I think if it's fun, then, you know.
Yeah, if it's fun.
If it's fun, then it's going to be.
All right, we got something to text each other about this week.
True crime. Something to look forward to, folks.
Yeah.
All 15 of our listeners.
Yep. Is that about how many it is?
It's up to 15 now.
Jesus Christ.
Last time I checked.
You know what just hit me? The story of Peter Pan. That's our lives. We used to live in, was it Neverland?
Neverland.
It was fantastic where we used to live.
Yep.
Magical.
Yep.
Magical. And then things changed. We grew up.
Yeah, we hit 25.
The world changed.
The world changed too. Yeah, for sure.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys. Well, we hope you all have a wonderful 2025.
Good game. I think you already stopped recording, huh?
No, I did not.
Hey, this is Greg from the Introverse podcast. You can follow us on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts. We're also on Introverse Pod on social media. Thank you so much for listening.
What he said.
Yep. Nailed it.
Boom.